Hi, everybody. It's Elaine here, the Animal Reiki Lady. Welcome to my SoulPet family. Today is Monday, and it is Monday, March 2nd. Yes, Monday, March 2nd, 2026. And we would normally be doing a live stream this evening, but I am on, I wouldn't even call it vacation. I am on an exploration this week to Teotihuacan in Mexico. And we've already had our first day today exploring the amazing temples and sacred sites here that just speak to my heart and that I've been longing to come to for a very long time. So there's very weak Wi-Fi, so fingers crossed I can even get this video to you guys. But since I won't be doing a live stream, I did want to at least record something for you so that you have something to watch this evening. This is normally, I normally go live Monday nights at 7 p.m. Central, which is 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So for those of you who may be watching this as a replay, well, you'll all be watching it as a recording. But if you're not catching it on Monday night, know that that's the reason you're not seeing a live stream. So what do we want to talk about today? First, let me just do a little background for anybody. I always do this at the beginning of each live stream, is just share that this is a community of people that is called SoulPet. And I want to talk about what it means to actually use the word SoulPet. It's not just a fluffy little feel-good thing that I say. It is about our animal companions with whom we are tethered soul to soul, with whom we are interwoven. Our very being, the very essence of us, is woven with the very essence of them. They are attached to us in a way that many of us cannot even define. The connection to them, heart to heart, is so strong, both here in their physical bodies and once they cross to the other side, that it remains intact. It never goes away. It's something that is always there forever. And that's what our soul pet is. Our soul pet is a companion to us throughout the ages, before, during, after this current life. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that. But this is a channel that is dedicated to all of us, including myself, who have experienced loss, the loss of an animal companion who was our soul pet. And for me, it was the beautiful Lucy. And she is the one who is the inspiration behind this channel. She, on the day that she crossed, was the inspiration for me to begin this work. And I just can't believe how long it's been going on. But every Monday night now, pretty much without fail, every Monday night, we get together as a community. And you will find, if you look at the comments or if you go back to other live streams, click the little tab that says live, and you'll see the past live streams. It's not housed under videos, but you'll see that there is a community of people who support each other. They've never met. You have never met, but they will hold you and keep space for you and virtually hug you and support you wherever you happen to be on your journey through grief after the passing of an animal companion. So this week I happen to be in, and the wind has just picked up, but I see these butterflies and we've got hummingbirds. I'm in beautiful central Mexico, right outside of Mexico City. There's monarch butterflies here. They're everywhere. They're beautiful. And today we were visiting the Temple of the Dragon, or Quetzalcoatl. An amazing experience. If anybody is into the energetic feelings of sacred places like that, that's what that was. And it just filled my heart to the very brim. And when I got back and pulled out my laptop, which I'm going to try not to do this week very often, but I pulled out my laptop for my beautiful Soul Pet community to share a message, and there was an email. And the email is from a person named Debbie. So Debbie, if you're watching this, you inspired part of what I want to talk about. Even though this video is going to be short, it's not going to be, our normal live streams are like 45 minutes to an hour long. This is only going to be just a few moments, but it's about Sophie. And Sophie is Debbie's beautiful soul pet who has crossed to the other side. And I'm not even sure if Sophie is a cat or a dog. But that matters not. Sophie can be a beautiful cockatiel, a horse. It does not matter. Our soul pet species is unimportant, and sometimes they come back to us in multiple forms, as we all know, in different species. But what Debbie said to me was so touching in the email that it brought a tear to my eye. And she said that she has looked at a couple of the videos, and until she had seen them, she couldn't. Her grief was overwhelming. And that it was days before she felt a break in that grief, and to be able to spend a day without having to feel the depth of that grief. And you and I, all of us, know that tears are perfectly natural. Tears are normal. They come and they go. We have good days. We have bad days. Not all the days will be good ones. But even just one day, experiencing the relief And that's how I like to describe it. We cannot move from grief to joy with a snap of a finger. We can't go from all the way down here in the depths of despair to all the way up there singing a happy song. Uh, but we can gradually step into places where we are feeling that relief. And sometimes we take 2 steps forward, sometimes we take 2 steps back. But we are on, it's a journey. It's a journey that our soul pet is guiding us through. That soul pet, forever tethered to us, is helping us, guiding us, encouraging us. They don't lose hope for us. They don't disappear when we, sorry, the wind is blowing. They don't disappear from our experience when we have really bad days right in a row. They are gently holding us forever and ever and ever. So I don't even know where I was going with this message. I have no script today. So normally I will sit down and I will just write, but Debbie's message inspired me so much that even just one day, that's what moving through the steps of grief to relief, even just having one day, and I like to call it a feeling of relief. Sometimes it's not even a day. Sometimes it is a minute or an hour, but you may be sitting and I find this to be so comforting. You may be sitting in a space, not even knowing which way to move next, not even wanting to get out of bed, pulling the covers over your head, or having something just triggered you, and all of a sudden you're in that space of grief again. And if you just call to mind your animal companion, sometimes all you need to say is their name, even if it is in grief. Just say their name, like, Jack, please. I've said it. I've said it myself, as you can hear in my voice. And they find just a little inroad. They find that space in your heart. And you take a deep breath after saying their name, or just visualizing them, or remembering the smell of their little tootsies, or the way it felt to just brush down their body, or how they might have snuggled you underneath your neck or jumped on the bed. One little memory is all it takes. They find that little crack in the door and they just find their way through. And while you may not feel anything beyond this, but all of a sudden you may feel this gentle, soft feeling of relief. Like just for a moment, you feel it. And you know that it was them who brought you that sense of relief. And we work with that. We work with it every day. Remember it. If you're one for journaling, I'm not a big journaler. So as a journaler, you may you may have a book of memories or something that you write every day where you just write about your experience or your life, or you explore something and you're writing it out just so that you can keep track of it and have a memory of it. But I love to do something called automatic writing. You can call it channeled writing. You can call it spirit writing. You can call it anything you want. It doesn't matter. I don't have anything with me here to demonstrate, but I have a plain old blue Bic pen and a notebook. And I open that notebook and I may write at the top the name of my beautiful animal companion. Let's go with Winston. So I'll write Winston's name across the top. And then I will take my pen and say, Winston, what is it you want me to know today? And I just begin to feel things that he may want me to know. And I begin to write, like, Mama, I'm okay. Everything is fine. I'm sorry that you're feeling sad. I'm sorry that you're hurting. We all know, every single soul pet knows that there's going to be grief following their passing. They are so much wiser than us. They know so much more. Every single one of our beautiful soul pets knows for certain that they are going to have to comfort us, that they willingly take on that duty. They willingly take on that job. They lovingly take on the job to help us. They came into our life for a reason. They left our life for a reason in the physical, and they will continue to be part of our life for a reason. So we can call on them. I like to write the name at the top. Is there a message that you'd like to receive? Listen, and don't listen with your ears. Listen with your heart. What feeling comes through? Even if you were just to write a word, a thought, Mama, I love you. Everything is fine. Mama, I see you. Papa, I'm right with you. Papa, I've never left your feet. I still feel you. I'm still here with you. Know that I'm here. These little things that you begin to write down begin to work as small miracles, very small miracles. And every single day you do something. And even if it's just getting that moment of peace when you speak their name, you write that down as a reminder that they're finding their way through to you. and they're finding their way through to you. I love this comparison. They're finding your way through to you. So let's say you see a sign, you see something in the clouds. I've seen so many things in the clouds: angels, paw prints, hearts, kitty cats, doggies, horse faces, faces of a horse. I've seen so many things in the clouds. And when they sent us a message in the clouds, and Debbie, for some reason, this is coming through for you to look into the clouds for a message. The message that comes is not, "Hi, look at me. Here I am in the clouds." It's, "Here I am. I'm in the clouds. See me. See me because I'm not leaving you. And I will find a way every single day, even if it takes days and days and days and days. I will find a way to get through to you so that you see me and know that my energy, my essence, my soul has not left you, and I will never leave you." Soul pets don't leave, ever. They will help us, but it is part of the work is up to us. We've got to take the first step. And sometimes we don't have to take the first step. Sometimes we'll get that. They'll find a way to get in with that first step, but it helps to take the first step. And I'm looking at a chair right across the way here, and there's a shooting star carved into the back of the chair. Shooting stars are wonderful ways to receive messages from animal companions. So your animal companion will find a way through. And if you take a baby step, all you need to do is take a baby step. And if you want to watch some of these videos, if you would like to send me an email, I try to respond to all emails. I don't always get to all the ones. There are so many emails for people asking for personal readings that it has become overwhelming. But if you would like to send an email, I try to respond to everyone, even just to say, thank you for sending such a heartfelt message. And if you wanted to comment, even if you didn't want to send an email, you just want to put a comment under the video that says, "I'm really missing Casper today." I try to respond to every single one because I think it's meaningful. I think it's meaningful for us to have a soul pet community. And as all of you know, so all my beautiful channel members, if you'd like to become a channel member, click the join button. But for all my beautiful channel members who support each other, who comment all the time, who support you, even if they've never met you, have never seen you before, and you're brand new to the channel, they will find a way to comment to you. They will share how important it is to have a community of people behind you, to know that you are not in this alone, that there's a whole community of us whose sole reason for being here is to not only guide us through the grief, but to help us understand that we can rise and we can continue to rise. And with that rising, we become better people, better better human companions for future animals. And our heart doesn't just heal, it expands. And we learn this every time we get together. That's why we get together every Monday. It's why we get together every Monday. It's why I call out and say hello to all of my channel members. Why I say hello to everybody who puts a comment in there. I try to anyway. Sometimes I'm sure I miss people, but I promise it's not personal. It's not on purpose. But so anyway, that's the message that I really wanted to get across here, that we have a community, that soul pets are forever, that there's a way for them to get through to you. And if we can just open our heart just the littlest bit, that they'll find a way through, not only to help us heal, but to help us expand and to help us be even more than we were when they were a physical part of our life. All right, my friends, I can see that the dinner bell is about to ring here, so I am going to head over to our little casita where we enjoy this it's a beautiful spiritual community here, a community of healers and like-minded thinkers, and to be in their presence for this week in a very sacred place, that's something else that I'm truly considering for this community, is finding a way for us to get together in person in such a beautiful space as this. But that's for a future time. For now, my friends, I'm grateful for you. I love you so much. Know that you are not in this alone. And I hope that you will join us on next Monday and every Monday from here on forward. May animals light your way. Take care, all. If I can get the video to end. Sorry, guys. Yeah, you're going to have to stare at my face for a minute because I'm in a place where I cannot see a thing. We want to end our video. Here, let's do this. See if this will work. Should I sing a song? Do a dance? Because I'm not going to be doing any editing here. It just is what it is. And I cannot, there we go. Now I can think I can do this. There we go. All right. Goodbye, my friends. I love you so much. Take care.